What's going on, guys? Today is long run day, so we're going to take you along for the ride. Me and my wife, Alyssa, are going to hit 8 miles, but the workout's going to be a little bit different today. So we're on week 4 of half marathon prep, and today's workout is going to practice some of those goal-paced runs. So my goal is a sub 135 half marathon. So that is a 7:15 average minute per mile pace. So up until this point, long runs have been just nice, easy aerobic pace, starting to get used to running at those distances at lower heart rates. Now we're gonna start to practice some of those paces. So we are gearing up, getting ready to go run. I'll give you more details about the workout, what specifically we're gonna do, and why we're doing this to help us get used to those faster paces. We recently just got some new kicks, some new running shoes. So we both got the same shoes, as always copying each other. We got the Nike Invincible 3s. So I've done a couple runs in this. I'm going to give you a little more details about this later on after the run in the video. We'll kind of go over the paces and the end of the workout. But always good to get a new pair of running shoes, especially what I've noticed recently is just some ankle, knee stuff. And it was about that time where my shoes were getting broken down. I actually wanted new running shoes anyways because the shoes that I had were just a little bit too heavy on my feet. So got something new and a little bit lighter. Definitely a nice thick sole on these to really help with shock absorption. So I'm gonna hit these for the run today, and we'll go through some more details in a second. As far as what we've done before the workout, so had our normal meal this morning, had toast, had protein shake, and some peanut butter and some honey. And then just about a half hour ago, so 1 hour prior to the run, I have had 40 grams worth of liquid carbs and 500 milligrams worth of sodium from FitGrind electrolytes. So drank that to just get ready for this workout. It's not super hot out today, but you just want to have carbohydrates and electrolytes before you run to avoid any cramping and just get used to that pre-race fueling strategy. So we're gonna get ready. We're gonna drive over to our normal long run spot at Lake Serensky, and I'll take you through more on the details on what we're doing for the workout today. All right, so we just made it to the lake. It's pretty windy today, so I'm gonna give you the rundown of what the workout's gonna be inside before we go warm up and step outside because the audio will be trash outside with the wind. So workout today, like I said, it's gonna be an 8-mile run. This is the first day in our program that we are gonna start to practice those paces at distance. So the way the workout's gonna be today is it's gonna be 8 total miles. We're gonna start off with a 2-mile easy run, where we're just kind of getting the legs moving, getting the blood flow, getting that mind right, and getting into a pace. At the end of that 2-mile run, we're going to go into 3 sets where it's going to be mile repeats. So it's going to be alternating miles. So you're going to do 3 rounds. 1 mile is going to be at goal pace, and then 1 mile is going to be at a slower pace. So how it's going to look, like I said, 2-mile warm up, nice easy pace. Once you get 2 miles done, you go that 3rd mile, which for me is going to be 7:15. And then mile number 4 is going to be a slower pace, probably around 9 minutes or so. And then mile 5, back to that 7:15 pace. Mile 6, slower pace. Mile 7, 7:15 pace. Mile 8, slower pace. So alternating miles, alternating paces, and just getting the legs used to practicing that pace. Because we can run slow all day long and we can practice building that aerobic base. But until we start practicing these faster paces, that's one, how we're gonna know if we're ready to hit the goal time that we want. But 2, it's just gonna see what happens when our legs start to fatigue. So that 3rd repeat, my legs are gonna be tired because I've already hit 6 miles up until that point. So it's just gonna start to get the legs used to running faster paces under fatigue. That really is the key, because when you're running 13.1 miles, it's not like you're running fresh. Your legs are gonna fatigue at that pace. So you just have to get used to it and just get a feel for what it feels like. So we're going to get warm, going to get ready for the workouts. I have my gel here to hit at mile 4. So especially anything more than 7, I always do a gel. Usually it's at that 4-mile mark. 1, to keep the energy up, but 2, also to make sure that we're getting used to the stomach digesting calories while we're running. That is something that you may have GI distress, and you need just to figure out like what gel you can use or what chew you can use specific to you, so that you know on race day that you're not going to have any stomach distress, because that's something that if you got GI distress and you have the fitness to run the pace you want to run, but you can't because your stomach hurts so bad because you got to poop or whatever, that would really suck. So make sure that you're practicing that. We practice that every single long run. So let's get warm. Let's get the mind right. I'm freaking pumped for the workout today. This one's going to be tough, but I'm really excited to see where I stand to just kind of gauge my fitness and then what we need to get done in the next 8 weeks. So let's get warm. Let's get after it. Finished up that run. Alyssa is mixing up some Pink Starburst FitGrind electrolytes to replenish the electrolytes that we lost from that run. But overall, that was a really good run. It was very windy, but I think it's very easy to say, oh, it's too hot today. Oh, it's too cold today. Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's windy. Maybe I'll skip the run today or move it to the next day. But when you prepare in all the different elements, you are ready for whatever happens on race day, because there's no guarantee that race day is going to be perfect, beautiful weather, smooth sailing. It could be raining, it could be snowing, it could be cold, it could be hot. So just train all the different elements and don't make any excuses, just get the work done. So I feel very, very happy about that. We are going to drink some electrolytes. We're going to go get something to eat, shower quick, and then I'll go over the results of the workout and just talk about how it did, things that I can improve on, things that I did good, and just go over the details of the workouts. All right, so it's been a couple hours. I just went home. I ate. I forgot to record my post-workout meal and what we had when we went back. But what I had was 300 grams of basmati rice. I had 6 ounces of 93.7 lean ground turkey. And then I had some green beans mixed with that. And then I topped it with some sweet and spicy mustard. So that was our post-workout meal. Definitely been drinking a lot of water, especially after your long runs. You're going to notice that you're dehydrated. So just stay up on that water intake. Even if you aren't sweating like crazy, you still are losing electrolytes and you're dehydrating yourself, especially in those longer runs. And if you're sweating on top of that, you're losing even more. So stay up with your hydration. But I want to go over the stats from the run and the mileage and just go through how we performed. These workouts are going to let us know if we're ready or not to run at that goal half marathon pace. So just a refresher for the run today was 2 miles at an easy pace, and then 3 rounds of 1 mile at 7:15, 1 mile easy, 1 mile 7:15, 1 mile easy, 1 mile 7:15, 1 mile easy. That was the goal. My total run was 8 miles, 8.01 miles. It took me 1 hour, 6 minutes, 52 seconds at an 8:21 average minute per mile pace. Average heart rate was 160. So the lap times. We'll start off with the first 2 laps. Now, I am going to preface this with, I'm not making excuses, but I am going to preface this with the fact that we had a crazy headwind. So we had 37 mile an hour wind gusts for the run today, and we were at a flat lake that did not have a ton of trees to knock down that wind. So it was gusty. There were points where we were running into a strong headwind. It's not an excuse. It's just a factor from today. And I do think that you can either look at that like, oh, maybe I shouldn't run today, or you can look at it as a challenge and accept the challenge and just be up for it. Because like I said earlier, you don't ever know what the race conditions are going to be. So if you've trained in all different types of environments, you are going to be able to show up and perform no matter what. So my laps, first mile, and I'll put it on the screen here. Easy pace, 8:50, second mile, 8:59. My first 1 mile, which the goal was to run 7:15, I ran 7:22. 1 mile easy at 9:04. My 5th mile was supposed to be a 7:15. I ran a 7:20. My 6th mile was an easy mile at 8:57. Mile number 7 was supposed to be a 7:15. I ran a 7:25. Mile 8 was an easy mile at 8:54. So I was off the first one. My first mile was supposed to be 7:15. I was off by 7 seconds. My fifth mile was supposed to be 7:15, was off by 5 seconds at 7:20. And my third 1 mile segment that was supposed to be 7:15 was 7:25. So it's off by 10 seconds. So overall, I feel very confident about that run, knowing the conditions that I had today. My goal was 7:15, and I was trying my hardest to hit that 7:15, and I feel confident knowing that I was able to still stay within 10 seconds of where I needed to be, even with 37 mile an hour wind gusts. So I feel very confident that I don't take that as a negative. I take that as a positive. And I know that with these 1 mile repeats, we have some work to do. So this is week 4 of this 12-week prep. I know that there is some work still to be done, but I know that we have exactly 8 weeks to keep getting ready for this half marathon and run it at a sub 135, which is 7:15 for all 13.1 miles. And these types of workouts are going to get us ready, because I talk a lot about running slow miles, about how you need to build your aerobic base. And yes, you need to run most of your runs at a slow aerobic pace and build out your endurance. But if you have a specific goal and a specific pace that you're trying to hit, you have to get your legs used to turning over that fast. And you have to get your legs used to turning over that fast under fatigue, because you're not going to be fresh for all 13.1 miles. So you have to know what that feels like. And these are the type of workouts that are going to help you achieve that. It doesn't have to be 7:15, just whatever your goal pace is, figure that out and then incorporate that into your training. And it's going to help you show up on race day very confident and ready to crush it. So to wrap up this video, I wanted to go over just kind of quick overview of the new shoes that I got. So I got the Nike Invincible 3s. I've run a couple times in these shoes, and here's kind of my first impression. So overall, I really enjoy running in these shoes. They have a really thick cushion on the bottom of it, so it's very good for shock absorption and is really good for putting in a lot of miles. I also really like that they are lightweight. So my Brooks running shoes that I had before were a little bit too heavy, and I was looking for something that was going to be a little bit lighter on my feet. So these are definitely a great option that are a lot lighter, that just help with running more mileage. So overall, really enjoy running in these shoes. They have an awesome design. They have a bunch of different color schemes. They're lightweight. They have really good thick shock absorption. Now, a couple things that I will say is that they are a little bit more narrow, like all Nike shoes. So if you have a wider foot, you may want to try these out, see if you like them before you buy them. And then 2, there's also a little bit of heel slippage in these, but if you tie a runner's knot, it's going to help kind of keep everything tight, and there will be no heel slippage. It'll take care of all that. So overall, really enjoy these running shoes. It's always fun to get a new pair of running shoes, break them in, and these are the new shoes that I'll be training with up until race day, and that I'll be racing in on April 28th at the Nebraska Half Marathon. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm gonna leave a video for you to watch on the screen here next in the top hand corner. Make sure you go check that one out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.